This is the Shotgun City Sheriff, the law himself, Clayton Clark.
This is the young Titan, Aaron Atlas.
Hey, this is Matt Brannigan.
This is the war-bound hellhound, Bo Sword.
This is your favorite drunken pro wrestler, a.k.a. the Bud Light Brawler, Dalton Davis.
This is Lizzie Six.
This is Jake Something.
And this is the jaw-jacking, back-cracking, God-created all men equal, and then he made me the sequel, Rohit Raju, and you are listening to the Spot Show Podcast.
Spot Show Podcast.
The Spot Show Podcast.
The Spot Show Podcast.
Spot Show Podcast. Hell yeah.
The Spot Show Podcast.
The Spot Show Podcast? Yeah, that's right. I stuttered. Shut up.
Dickie Wabash, brother.
Oh my goodness, Michael Madrox coming straight
I'm
out
coming
the gate.
straight out the gate
Oh
on this
my
one.
God, don't even let me finish my thought.
No, there's no thoughts given.
Okay,
Solar eclipse glasses, brother.
what about them?
They are not made for people with fat heads.
Why, did they not work for you?
My eye burns like a motherfucker.
Oh my God, your
Yeah.
eye is red.
Yeah, I was trying to take pictures and enjoy the moment with Corbin and everything. That burnt.
That, brother, you might want to get that one, give that one a little look-ski. I'm not even joking. You really should. I've sent so many memes about people that are, because I have a friend that we pretty much communicate exclusively by sending reels back and forth, which that's a lot of my friends. I say a friend. There's multiple people that we do, but
We've all seen the group chat.
there's group chats, there's single chats, there's my love language to my friends is memes. And I've just sent like so many back and forth that are just like, a lot of them are like, okay, so my friend and I have this conversation a lot about how weird the Instagram algorithm can be.
Instagram
Because
is so weird.
yeah, because it will get so specific sometimes, and like I'm getting Sopranos eclipse memes, and it's just like, how? Like,
why are these two things a thing together?
yeah, it's like, oh, when the solar eclipse goes over Jersey, and it's all of the Sopranos guys looking up wearing, and they photoshopped on.
On the other hand, though, Instagram can go completely off the wall with stuff you never want to see in your life.
Because all you do is all it takes is just to watch one for a second longer than you should normal. Then
like
it's
if you look away while you're scrolling, even like your whole page is fucked up for months.
yeah,
It's
But
horrible.
surprisingly, the Instagram algorithm is easy to manipulate, so that you can like fix it and make it something.
Yeah, just
that
spend
you
like
actually
15
wanna
minutes
see.
just watching like stuff you actually enjoy.
Yeah. But even then, it's like I'm looking at my algorithm and I'm like, again, like I said, I send a lot of memes back and forth, but it's like, why am I not? I'm getting all these memes that like that, but it's like, I don't know. It's so weird, but I really wish I was getting more. I like Instagram a lot. And the funny thing about Instagram is that when I was not on Facebook, I was like morally against Facebook. But it's like I was on Instagram and it's like, brother, Meta is it's the same. It's all Meta. So like it's still like they're the same company, but anyway. Well, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Spot Show Podcast. We are an independent wrestling podcast with a few pit stops along the way. That man over there with the damaged eyeball, that is the one-legged wonder, Mr. Michael Madrox.
The one-eyed wonder, brother.
The one-eyed wonder. Brother, that really there's some festering going on over there on
Dude,
that
I was
eye.
sitting up there looking up and I realized like one of my eyes weren't fully covered. And I didn't pay attention because I'm like trying to take good quality pictures
Yeah.
of it and shit. And then like I blinked, and then the next thing I know, it felt like I poured hot sauce in my eye. And
Okay,
I'm like,
well,
it's real. It's real to me, damn it.
well, do me a favor. If you're not better in a couple of days, you get that shit looked at.
Yeah, I'll live.
There was a thing where it's like at 5 o'clock, like my eyes hurt, spiked on Google, but then that is for shoot. I of course am the other host of this little train that really stumbles its way out of the junction. I am the Dr. Seuss of the commentary booth, Dickie Wabash, and boy, we are coming off of just a really, really good time. You know, this is just a fun wrestling time. There's a lot going on, and you know, what better way and what better time to have a microphone in front of us when wrestling is doing so well. We just came off of one of the biggest and greatest
The biggest.
WrestleMania of all time. And the reason I know that is because Triple H told me. And
Multiple times.
Triple H does not lie.
Everyone has told me that.
Yeah.
And then what was it last night was the biggest gathering of trailer trash in Philadelphia history.
Something like, I think that's what The Rock said. But and you know that they're doing that on purpose. They're throwing jabs at AEW.
Oh,
because there was like 20,000 people for an episode of Raw, and they had 17 consecutive sold
All right,
out.
all right. No, we got a concept and everything. Let's get it fucking out the gate, though.
Okay.
Tony Conchal and the all-in footage. You think that's really going to happen?
No, I was thinking about that today. I don't think that it's going to be what you think it is. I think it's going to be like a
because they never
BTE.
said it was CM Punk or anything.
No, they just said footage from All In.
Yeah.
That's all they said. That's all they said that it was
It's
going to
be a hook, line, and sinker.
Man, we were originally going to do a review of WrestleMania, but we've pivoted here and we're going to do something else. I mean, we can still kind of...
We'll still review it.
Yeah,
I mean,
we can still kind of throw in some reviews. I just really want to give my review of Night 1 personally because I really enjoyed Night 1. Like, I think it's weird that they don't have utensils, but I mean, it's still really good food. You know, I was cheering for the Green Knight. I was in the Green Knight section. The Green Knight won. And I'm joking.
Dicky.
I'm joking.
That's medieval times, bro.
I was at medieval times on WrestleMania Night 1.
You didn't
like
miss much.
like a true wrestling fan should be.
So you went and watched choreographed fighting instead of wrestling.
I did tell my friend that. She looked at me and she was like, she's like, you know, you're essentially at pro wrestling right now. And then I go,
Do
well,
they have spandex on them?
I missed choreographed fighting to watch choreographed fighting. That was another funny thing that she pointed out is that they did have like Spanx kind of on, like shiny under gimmicks. But we were the Green Knight, and the Green Knight is the stag, so he had like antlers on his helmet. It was fucking dope. But
straight out of a Cable Guy, huh?
You know,
Did you get to go out there and fight him?
No, I did not do that. I've never seen Cable Guy, but I know very well when they didn't have utensils back in the Middle Ages. Oh, but they had Pepsi. But no, all joking aside, yeah. So the last 2 years, I've been on vacation during WrestleMania, and I was able to get back in home. I was able to get back home in time, rather, to watch Night 2, but I missed Night 1. But
Did you recap it though?
I mean, no, I've since watched it.
Okay.
I've since watched, but I just didn't get to see it live.
That's
and
understandable.
I don't know what you're talking about. Night 1 was good.
It was all right.
Don't do that. No, don't backpedal because you were talking about how bad Night 1 was.
I compared Night 1 to like the third worst Mania I've seen since watching Mania.
You're still giving it not enough credit. It was a good Mania.
To each their own.
To each their own, but I will say I
felt left hanging with the whole Becky Lynch Rhea match. I felt left hanging with the Usos match.
Now that one was a
Horrible.
stinkeroo.
I mean, they buried their fucking finisher. They buried every worker that's ever taken that super kick from them that they put down, including Roman Reigns.
Yeah. That is something that someone told me that they didn't like about WrestleMania is that it just felt like it was just a lot of spamming finishers. Like there were multiple matches where it took 3 finishers to win the match.
My problem, I think, with this year's WrestleMania is the promo packages went overboard.
Yeah.
The promo package should not last longer than the damn match itself.
And we've talked about this. We are big fans of the promo package.
We are, man.
Always have been. We just sung the praises.
I mean, don't get me wrong, they're good, but
yeah.
I think they overdid it. We didn't need all that recap, and especially when you're showing the same promo package during the Hall of Fame ceremony, the pre-show, and then at the pay-per-view itself.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, switch it up. Give me some Fred Durst.
Part of that could have been the WWE's favorite band in the whole world. I think a lot of it, too, is that I don't really watch the pre-show and stuff like that, so maybe you were just like
stimulated by 2 hours.
Stimulated is the word, yes.
Promo packages.
Stimulated is the word. But hey, before we get too far into this, I just want to let all of you listening at home know that this episode of the Spot Show podcast is brought to you by Yoo-Hoo and Elite Pro Wrestling. We're going to hear a little bit more about them later. Of course, you go on over to patreon.com/MadBash Studios. You back us at the $5 and above tier. You will not hear about them. You will get this show completely ad-free and at least 24 hours early. A lot of other really good stuff over there on the Patreon. We've got MadBash fan cam footage, MadBash wrestling fan cam footage. We've got Shit Show over there. We've got Past Bash over there. We've got exclusive phone wallpapers that you can get over on the Patreon ski.
Where's those desktop wallpapers at, Dickie?
I'm still working on them. We're still getting there. They are coming. They are coming. I forgot. Where we going here? Yeah, so listen, here's the thing. That takes money. That requires money to support us on Patreon, and we like money, but tell you what we just like in general is just the support. Say you don't have the money to toss our way. I get that completely. There are many different avenues that you can go down.
I know a couple of
to still support us. I'm in the middle of this. Don't throw me off my game. It's got to be a formula every time, brother. So, yeah, free. You can go over to the Patreon. You can still back us on there completely ad-free. Or no, free, just it's free in general. You're going to still get really cool behind-the-scenes photos, announcements first, like that. Like we announced Aaron Atlas versus Clayton Clark first on the Patreon. You're going to be getting exclusive announcements over there on the Patreon before anybody else sees it, and you get them for completely free. It's very simple. All you got to do, just make a Patreon account. It's not that hard to do, guys. You can also go to madbashstudios.com. There you are going to find links to all your favorite podcasting platforms. Please go leave us a 5-star written review. That is arguably the best way to support us because you're going to get us in that algorithm. That's how we're going to grow. We're growing this together. We need you guys' help, and we appreciate you guys' help. But little bit more plug skis for you here. There's a lot going on in the world of Mad Bash. You go over to our YouTube right now. Ascend the Throne Round 1 is available right now for you to watch completely free. Go over there, check it out. It's about a half hour long. It's 3 incredible matches, some of the best matches I've seen in person, and dare I say, some of the best commentary that I've ever heard. But I digress. We've also got a couple Mad Bash wrestling matches coming up here. We mentioned it at the top of this a little bit. We got Clayton Clark versus Aaron Atlas, and then we've got Chris Cutler defending the Mad Bash Wrestling Championship against No Joke Johnny Poke. Those both are going to be April 27th. Odin, Indiana, EPW Tag Team Warfare. That's where you can see this train rolling right along. But before then, April 20th, brother, Mad Bash hits the road. A lot of the Mad Bash boys, we are going to be at Ascend Pro Wrestling in Ohio. Oliver Kane is going to be there. Shank Barzini is going to be there. Drunk Justice is going to be there. It is going to be an incredible time. You can find out all the information about that event on their Facebook page, Ascend Pro Wrestling. We look forward to taking that trip. It's going to be a really, really fun one.
That's 4 out of 5.
Who's the 5th?
The original 4 out of 5.
Oh, that is 4 of the
brother.
original 5. Yeah,
they can buy a poster and knock it out of the park.
You really had me. You had me kind of worried because I was like, "Wait a minute, am I forgetting someone?" But I knew I wasn't. But yeah, that really kind of messed with me there, Madrox. Thank you for throwing me off my game. But yeah, so we.
That's what I'm here for, brother.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, you can go to ascendprowrestling.com, get more information about that. I'm going to tell you right now, I am looking forward to all the matches, but I'm telling you, I think it's going to be a low-key banger is going to be Drunk Justice versus the Tragedy Boys. I really do believe
I guarantee that.
Mad Bash X Tragedy, let's go. Yeah, so that's all the plug skis out of the way there now. So.
And if you guys think of anything, I mean, we are going on a road trip to Ohio, so guess what that's going to mean? More content, Dickie.
I mean, Dickie's always got that camera on him. You never know.
I think we're even doing a podcast live, too, on the road, ain't we?
No one ever said that. You just said that
Oliver Kane says it every day in the group chat.
What was said. It was never brought up that we were going to record a podcast because that would be such a pain in the ass with all of us in the car.
Oh, that's what Oliver keeps talking about.
Well, Oliver is wrong.
Well, I'm putting Oliver in charge.
we have done MadBash Road Trip before, and we're going to do more MadBash Road Trip, but there's going to be too many of us in the car to do that.
You think so? Oliver's talking about going
Absolutely.
hours on the pod ski in the car.
Dude, it's only like a 2.5 hour drive.
I think it's like 3.5, but nonetheless.
No, I looked it up. It's like 2:45 or something
Is it?
like that.
That ain't
Yeah.
bad at all then.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. So,
Oliver made it seem like days.
well, that was the other thing too, is that Oliver's just like, hey, I got us some opportunities. And we're like, what? And then he just didn't tell us anything about it. And then keep in mind, I'm on vacation, or not vacation, but taking this trip up to Chicago with my friends. And I really wasn't paying that much attention to it. But I, all of a sudden I start seeing these matches announced, and I'm just like, wait a minute. Like, that's cool. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking really forward to that. So
It'll be a great time.
well, what say we get to the meat and potatoes of this podcast, Michael Madrox?
Are you saying that WWE last night announced the return of the draft?
How apropos. We're going to do ourselves our own little draft.
Dun, dun, dun.
By the way, you got a coin in your pocket? I thought there was one in here in the studio,
I'm
but
card
I guess
only,
I
brother.
was wrong. Time out. So we're going to do ourselves a little draft ski. You're probably wondering, what does that mean? Well, it's very simple. You know, fantasy football is pretty big in the United States.
Is it?
Oh, yeah. Huge. Was that a genuine question?
No, I was being sarcastic.
Okay. Because I never know with you. So, you know, like my brother's big. He's like plays like 3 or 4 leagues at a time. You know, I don't get it. I tried one year. I'm just not that big of a I'm a football fan, but I'm not that smart of a football fan. But I'll tell you what I am smart about, Madrox, and that's professional wrestling.
Oh, yeah?
So I got me to thinking, what if we amass our own fantasy teams and we go mania to mania? We put a very simplistic, rudimentary point system in place.
So a whole year.
For a whole year, because pretty sure you're going to beat me on the predictions. So I got
Awesome truth, baby.
Got to level the playing field. The awesome truth one got. I think that was the nail in my coffin.
I think that's the only point scored so far.
There's been points scored, but I'm still holding out hope for Finn Balor versus Damian Priest for the World Heavyweight title, because I made that prediction, and I'm actually looking forward to that. Like, that has real potential to be.
It does.
To actually be something. So what's that mean? So basically, like I said, yeah, we're going to draft a team of 12. We're only doing WWE and NXT. I don't want to muddy the water with AEW, because then that's just too much. We're just
Our
gonna
independent guys,
stick
and stuff like that.
with WWE. And the way we're going to do this is that we're going to do it based on premium live events. And essentially, the points go like this. If there's an appearance on screen, that's 5 points. If they have a match, that's 10 points. If they win the match, just a normal match, they get 5 points. If it's a title match, another 5 points. If it's the main event of that card, 10 points. If you win / successfully defend the championship in that match, that's a whopping 15 points.
Dang, boy.
If one of our draftees wins the Money in the Bank ladder match, whether it be the men or women's, that's 15 points. And if they win the Royal Rumble, that's another 15 points.
I'm all in, brother.
Now, we still have time to open the floor up here and work out some kinks, because I'm debating, do we do a WrestleMania, or do we do a Money in the Bank cash in? I don't think we do. Because that would still technically be considered a championship match, and they would be making an appearance, and they would be doing all this other stuff.
Yes.
Now, the points, I'm going to explain them a little bit more, because I'm going to explain the rules of this. And there's going to be some things that are going to kind of tie in together.
I got a question before we move on from
Yes.
what you've already stated.
Yes.
An appearance on the PLE.
Yeah.
Does multiple appearance count for multiple points?
You're skipping ahead a little bit, but no, it does not.
Good.
No, it does not.
Because I was about to pick referees and commentaries as my whole list.
That's why. So it's simple. We're going to flip a coin. We're going to see who goes first. We're going to see who makes their pick first.
We always flip a coin.
Always flip a coin. We each get 12 picks. Said that already. We get 12 picks. Picks only come from WWE and NXT. That's it.
Yep.
We're just going to do main roster and developmental. Now, here's where things get a little bit interesting. Interesting. Tag teams. Probably what about tag teams? Well, yeah, you can draft the tag team as a unit, but you give up 2 picks.
That's fair.
Or you can draft them separate.
What about factions?
Cannot draft factions. Factions cannot be drafted as a unit, so that includes like Judgment Day, Damage Control. Can't take them all as... Now, if there's a tag team within that faction, so the Final Testament, you can draft the Authors of Pain, but you can't draft the Final Testament because then you would get Scarlet, Karrion Kross, AOP, and Precious Paul. It's way too much.
It's like we put thought into this.
Yeah. But like I said, if you draft a tag team, you're sacrificing 2 consecutive picks. Madrox, this ain't ballet. You know wrestling can get kind of sketchy sometimes. There could be knock wood. We don't want there to be. But if an injury takes place, we got to have that in our mind here. So here's what we're going to do. It's going to be your discretion. You can drop that person if you would like to pick up a free agent.
At any time throughout the year.
As well, not really. Within a podcast of them being hurt, you have to make the decision if you want to keep them or if you want to get rid of them. And then you can drop them. They enter free agency. And then you pick somebody else up. So you're probably, well, why free agency, Dickie? What are we doing that for? Well, at 6 months, halfway through this, we are going to pick 3 free agents to add to our team to round it out as we go into WrestleMania. Now, here's some other things we need to discuss. Those are some pretty solid rules, I think.
Yeah.
We got to figure this out right now. Tag teams. How we want to do that? Because, in theory, 2 appearances on TV, 2 matches, 2 winning of the matches, 2 Thailand. We ain't doing that. If they appear on there as a team, they are 1 set of points.
You think that's fair, though?
Absolutely, it's fair.
Because then I could just break up the tag teams as different orders of picks and then get the double the points. See what I'm saying?
That is true. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, you have them both.
You have them both. Treat
Austin
them like
Theory
that.
and Grayson Waller both appeared on screen. Why not? 10 points.
Yes, yes, sir.
I like that. Okay, yeah. See if there's any other little simple rules or caveats that we need to think about here. Do you have any questions or do you think you're good?
I think I'm good.
Yeah. If anything comes up, we will make addendums as we're going on and we will figure it all out. So,
hold on. Let me throw something in there.
okay, because I have something I kind of want to throw in now.
We got the 12, right?
12.
I say 1 valet, our manager, but they only count for 1 point per appearance.
No,
No?
because I think that you can still... Okay, let's do it like this then. If it's a manager or a valet, they're linked to that person. So consider it a match victory.
Okay.
So say you draft Karrion Kross, you can then draft Scarlet.
But you can't draft Scarlet by herself.
No, you can draft Scarlet by herself, is what I'm saying. Because then she would be linked to... The reason I say this is because, sure, there's 5 points for her appearance, but then there's also 10 points because she's managing in this match. And if Karrion Kross wins, then that would count towards her as well.
Yeah.
Oh, also, one other rule that not rule, but point that I thought about. Shout out to everybody's favorite Clydesdale. He actually pitched an idea for points.
Oh, man. What is
If
it?
they appear on the post-show press conference, that's 5 points.
5 points?
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yep. 5 points for appearing on the post-show press conference. So.
We're going to need a big whiteboard.
No, I think we got her. So, Michael Madrox, you picked last time. I'm picking this time. Tails never fails.
Heads I win, tails you lose.
No. No. I'm calling heads. Where'd it go? It rolled into the closet. No, it did not. Hang on. It fell on the floor, and it is, in fact, heads. So, Michael Madrox gets to go first and make the first official pick of the 2024 MadBash Premium Live event. And I'm going to go ahead and give a notch here because I feel like I know who you're going to take, and it would have been my first pick.
Well, I mean, you got to go with Workhorse, right? Who's everywhere. Both shows.
He just finished the story.
He
go
finished
ahead
the
and
story,
pick him.
man. I'm going with Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, I knew you were going to go with Cody. I really did.
That's an easy first pick.
Yeah, that Cody was my first pick too. So no, don't do that. Cody Rhodes. All right. So I knew that you were going to come. I knew whoever got number 1, they were going to end up with Cody. I just did. I just knew that that's what it was going to be. I mean, how could you not?
It would be irresponsible not to.
Yeah, I agree. It would also, like, say that hypothetically it was like Roman was still the champion. That'd be a bad one. That would not be a good one because Roman would he's only
a part-timer.
appeared. Yeah, he was a part-timer. So you have forced my hand here because you took someone off my list. He was going to be my first pick, but not anymore. My first pick in my premium live event draft, Mommy, Rhea Ripley.
Oh, man, that's a good one.
Yeah.
She's everywhere as well.
She is. And I don't really see her championship reign ending anytime soon. I think Mommy is always going to be on top. I think Judgment Day is getting ready to... I'm going to put stars next to them because they are champions. I think that Judgment Day is getting ready to enter a really hot period. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of Judgment Day. So that's going to be meaning a lot of really good appearances by them on these premium live events.
That's why I had this man for number 2, Dickie
Damian?
Wabash. Damian Priest.
Okay. So I wanted to do Damian Priest, but I was concerned that he would be a transitional champion. And that kind of worried me a little bit. But you've got both champions right now.
Hey, they're going back to Puerto Rico in like 6 months, bro. So.
Yeah, so you know that he's still going to be, you're going to have him for at least 6 months as champion. Yeah, that's the shit you got to think about.
I did my homework, brother.
No, I did too, but that's one that I completely missed. So, all right. You get the WWE and the World Heavyweight Champion, which, again, I kind of accounted for. I wasn't going to pick Damian Priest. I was going to take him like a little bit later if things worked out differently. So this one, I feel like, is going to come as a bit of a shock to you. But I think that it is a pretty solid one to rest on. I think that there's still going to be big things for this guy, even though, what happened to him at WrestleMania and what happened to him on Raw. I think Drew McIntyre is still going to be a really good number 2,
pick, brother.
I think Drew McIntyre is still a really good number 2. I think that it's pretty obvious that they are going to be using him in some sort of main event picture. I think that he's always going to have a spot on premium live events. I think that he's a really smart choice. Plus, you got to think about it. There's probably going to be a him and Punk feud, obviously. So, yeah, we'll see where we go from there.
Well, since you picked Mr. McIntyre, I'm going to have to go with the main event itself, Jey Uso.
Damn it. Damn it. I was going to get Jey. I was going to save Jey Uso. I was hoping I would get him for like pick number 5 or something. I figured that would have been a really good pick. Yeah, I mean, you're guaranteed a couple of points right there because it's going to be him and Priest at Backlash.
Yep.
So that's pretty smart. And that's where I think you're having a little bit more forward thinking on this than I am. But still, yeah. I mean, you've just got.
I also structured my list for the top of the list for points instantly, and then my list as it goes down for more far out.
Okay, that makes sense.
If that makes you relook at your list. And
No,
wonder.
not really. It really doesn't. Okay, I've got a couple I can go with here. I've got a couple that I can go with that I think are. One of them I think is going to be a little bit too early to pick. I feel like he needs to be a little bit more of like a middle of the draft pick.
Yeah.
The other one, you've got 2 champions. I've only got 1 champion. I'm going with the Intercontinental Champion, Sami Zayn.
Dang.
Yeah. And here's the thing, too, that we got to think about with this is that you think that it would make sense to front load with a bunch of champions. What are you going to do when they lose their championship?
Yeah, because then you're out of the points.
Yeah. We should also figure out a thing, and we can figure this out later, obviously, where say that our champion loses to one of the other people's guy. Like if there's like a little something that we got to do. I don't know. This is just me spitballing, but
like a little dare or something.
Yeah, just something simple. But yeah, we've each got 3 picks here. Michael Madrox, number 1, Cody Rhodes. Number 2, Damian Priest. Number 3, Jey Uso. Main event, Jey Uso. Dickie Wabash. Number 1, Mommy Rhea Ripley. Number 2, Drew McIntyre. Number 3, Sami Zayn. Starting to shape up. This is starting to
We're
shape up.
getting there, brother.
I feel like that there's going to be, once we get towards like around 8
it's going
or
to be
9,
so much harder.
It's going to be a little bit tough ski. But I think that we're going to be fine in the grand scheme of things. So with that being said, Michael Madrox, who is your next pick?
My number 4 pick. Are you ready for this one?
You're going to really shock me with something.
I'm going with Jade.
Damn it. God damn it. I was literally going to do Jade Cargill next. God damn it. Because you know that she's getting ready to get the rabbit strapped to her.
The rabbit?
The rocket, the rabbit, the racket, the racket strapped.
The rabbit's on a different type of subscription page, brother.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah.
Nah, dude, but like you said, she's getting ready to get the rabbit strapped to her.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a good one. That is a really good one.
I think that's good. Wait till you hear my number 5.
I don't know if I want to hear your number 5, but hey, we want some Bayley. I'm going with Bayley.
Oh,
I'm going with Bayley. I've now got both of the women's champions. Yeah, Bayley, I think she's going to have a pretty good title run. I think that I don't think her versus Damage Control is over yet. I think that there's still going to be a lot to do with them. I think that there's a bright future for Bayley as WWE Women's Champion. So that's why I'm going with Bayley. She had a great showing at WrestleMania. Her and Io was one of my favorite matches.
yeah,
I thought it was
solid.
really good. I thought it was really, really good. I don't like the rose plant though. I think that's an awful looking move.
It's different.
Yeah, it's definitely different to say the least. So,
All right, brother. You
all
ready for
right,
this
hit me with number 5.
I'm going for a champion here.
Ooh,
I'm going for Logan Paul.
really?
Really, sir?
Logan Paul was not even on my list because, again, he's kind of a part-timer, but
he's been
still
showing up to all these PLEs, though, brother.
Yeah.
And he just signed that full-time contract.
Yeah, man, Logan Paul, that's a really good one. kind of forcing my hand right here.
It's okay if you want to tap out.
No, God, no. No, we're nowhere near tapping out, bruv. Okay. I may or may not have just brought up the WWE roster.
I'm almost to that point.
Yeah. Because I've still got a few people, but I'm kind of wanting to just see. Kind of just wanting to see where it takes us. Brock Lesnar's back on the roster.
Yeah, he never
They added
left.
Brock Lesnar back.
According to Trips, he was just in a Winnipeg doing Brock Lesnar things.
All right. I'm going with young Randall, as Parker likes to call him, as Dalton Davis likes to call him. I'm going with Randy Orton.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going with Randy Orton. I feel like he's a good little number 5 pick.
Because he can go either way. He can score you lots of points or the bare
I
minimum.
think that he's always going to be on a premium live event, whether it be just a middle of the night, or he could be a good challenger for Damian Priest, or just something like that, you know. And here's another thing too that I don't know how much it's going to affect us, but you know, the draft is still going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But we wanted to at least see WrestleMania and the Raw after. We've not seen the SmackDown after, obviously.
No, so it could all change from here.
It could all change from here, and we would just be like, these are the worst fucking lists ever. So we are, after this, officially halfway. Let's bust these out, then we'll hear a word from our sponsors. Michael Madrox, who is your number 6
Bianca
pick?
Belair.
Bianca's a good one. Bianca is a really good one, man. I was really thinking about drafting her, but I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I do like Bianca a lot, though. That's a really good one. Okay, now I feel like we gotta pull some tricky tricks here.
Let's pull your tricky tricks, because there's some
Yeah.
tricky tricks up my sleeve as well.
Yeah. How do you feel about Finn Balor?
You taking Finn?
Taking Finn. You got Priest, I got Balor.
That's
because I'm riding on the fact of I'm still thinking that we're going to get Priest versus Balor for the title. So, but hey guys, we're halfway. We've each picked 6 people. 6 more to go. Let's run down the list here again real quick. Michael Madrox got the first pick. He chose the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes at number 1. At number 2, he took Damian Priest. Number 3, main event Jey Uso. It's just me, Us. Number 4, Jade Cargill. Number 5, the United States champion Logan Paul. Number 6, Bianca Belair. Then you got me over here. My number 1 pick was Rhea Ripley, followed by Drew McIntyre. Number 3, Sami Zayn, the IC champion. Number 4, Bayley, the new WWE Women's Champion. Number 5, we got Randy Orton. And then at number 6, we've got the Prince Finn Balor. So I think that's pretty solid fucking... We're shaping up pretty good here, man. I think we're going to be pulling some shit in the second half here, but you'll be able to hear that after we hear a word from our sponsors. This episode of the Spot Show podcast is also brought to you by Elite Pro Wrestling. Here's the thing about Elite Pro Wrestling, right? You have them to thank for the Spot Show podcast in many different ways. Elite Pro Wrestling gave MadBash Studios our first opportunity when we decided to come back into the wrestling business. So Elite Pro Wrestling is one of the OG backers. We love Elite Pro Wrestling so much. They are putting on incredible shows every single month. You should absolutely be there, whether it be in Odin, Indiana, Washington, Indiana. We would love to see you in the crowd there at Elite Pro Wrestling for every single thing that you need to know about EPW head on over to eliteprofessionalwrestling.com. There you are going to find dates, events, links, everything that you need to know about EPW. Thank you so much for being a day one sponsor, EPW. We very much appreciate it. This episode is brought to you by Yoo-Hoo, a product of Keurig Dr. Pepper. So here's what I want you to picture right now, right? You're on a long road trip, you're driving along, and you're thinking, man, I could really go for a nice, sweet, refreshing drink. You pull into a gas station, and the first thing you see is Yoo-Hoo. And I gotta tell you, grabbing that Yoo-Hoo, that's going to be the right decision every single time. Yoo-Hoo is available in a variety of flavors, vanilla, strawberry, but here at MadBash, our personal favorite is chocolate. I'm going to tell you about Yoo-Hoo a little bit more, right? We absolutely love this stuff here at MadBash. We cannot get enough of it. And you know what? We're going to sweeten the pot a little bit here thanks to Yoo-Hoo. If you see us at a wrestling show and you buy a MadBash wrestling sticker, you are entitled to one free bottle of Yoo-Hoo on MadBash Studios. Limit one per customer while supplies last. Now, come on, guys. You can't beat that deal with a stick. Again, MadBash would like to thank Yoo-Hoo so much for sponsoring this episode. Michael, the one-legged wonder Madrox.
Dickie Wabash.
You have got quite the team shaping up here, man.
And it's going to shape up even better because I'm about to draw number 7. You know who number 7 is?
Oh, man, you're not even going to let it
No, mother. This is the Ring General.
Damn it! God damn it! I was literally going to take Gunther next. God damn it. Fuck me.
Told you after 6 it was going to get hard.
Fuck. I literally had Gunther next.
He was been my number 6. I even got a star next to his name because I wanted him after the halfway point just to see if you would draw him like I thought you would in your top 6.
Yeah. Okay. You just dropped a bomb on me. I'm dropping a bomb on you. I am drafting the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, A-Town Down Under.
So you just took 2 picks.
Yep.
So I get 2 picks in a row.
That's literally, way to explain it. But I'm going with Austin Theory. And I am also going with Grayson Waller. Did not think that I would end up with Grayson Waller on my team. If you would have told me a few months ago that we were going to be doing this, that I would be having Grayson Waller on my team, I would have called you crazy. So with that being said, that is my number 7 and number 8 pick. But Michael Madrox now gets to pick his number 8 and number 9 in a row.
You watched a Raw after Mania, right?
100%, brother.
There's some comebacks coming.
Oh.
I'm picking both of them for my next 2 picks. I'm picking Sheamus and Uncle Howdy.
How you went? Uncle Howdy?
Uncle Howdy.
Oh, my God. That one never even really crossed my mind. That's a good pick, man.
Because after what happened to his brother, he's getting strapped with a rabbit, as you call it.
Yeah, strapped with the rabbit. I don't know if they would do that, though, just like to feel like that they're riding the sympathy of Bray Wyatt.
Did you not see the whole glitch during the Bronson?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I know for a fact he's coming back, but I don't know if they would strap a rocket to him.
Oh, I guarantee
just because of the death.
Yeah, either way, he's going to be on our TV screens a lot.
Damn. Uncle Howdy and Sheamus. Wow. That is... Oh, by the way, I want to throw this out there as well. Once we get to number 11, no more tag teams. Because then it wouldn't balance out.
Yeah.
Because, but yeah, I'm going with the SmackDown Tag Champions, A-Town Down Under. Michael Madrox goes with Sheamus and Uncle Howdy. And I am now on my number 9 pick. And this is where things are getting a little bit hard because I'm just going to throw this out there completely. Full transparency. I was going to draft the Kabuki Warriors.
Were you?
Yeah. But I've changed my mind. I'm not going to be drafting them. Instead, I'm going a direction that I don't think that you know.
Okay.
One that's kind of shocking me, actually, in a little way, just a little way. The NXT champion Ilya Dragunov.
Oh, that's a nice pick. That's a nice pick.
Yeah. Going with the NXT champion Ilya Dragunov. We're going to go down to developmental a little bit. You know, he had a pretty solid showing on Raw. You know, he beat Shinsuke Nakamura. And not to mention, like, I'm also going to get points for NXT PLEs. So there you go. I don't, Dragunov, I think, is someone that they've got high hopes for. I think that he's someone that once it all plays out, it's all going to make a lot more sense to a lot more people. But yeah, Ilya Dragunov, the NXT champion.
I dig it.
Is my pick. Now, this is the last time that you have a chance to draft a tag team, just so you're aware. The 10th pick is your last chance to draft a tag team.
You know I'm a tag team guy. You know I can't stand how WWE does tag teams.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I'm going to throw a little curveball here.
Okay.
This is number 9, right?
This is your number 10.
Number 10. So for my number 10 pick, I'm going with Dominic Mysterio.
Dominic Mysterio, man. Really? Okay.
I don't have faith in WWE not to break up tag teams.
Yeah, I can see why that would be a thought. Were you considering a tag team?
I was.
Were you going to take Miz and Truth?
No, I was going to take Imperium.
Oh, okay, because I got something funny I was going to tell you. I was going to take Imperium.
I figured
because I was going to fuck you over with Gunther. But then, no, I think they're kind of teasing where there might be an Imperium thing or something. So, all right, number 10 ski for Dickie Wabash. It's my last chance for a tag team, but I'm not doing that. Because I could easily, like I said, I still have the chance to take the Kabuki Warriors. I'm just not going to. Man. There's a few ways I could go here. Okay. I'm going to take a gamble as we get here towards the end. But right now, I'm going to play a safe one.
Oh, yeah?
Because whose game is it?
I don't know whose game is it.
L.A. Knight. Yeah, I'm going with L.A. Knight.
See, I like your gamble. And
no, this isn't the gamble.
This ain't the gamble?
No, this isn't the gamble. My gamble's going to come later. I think L.A. Knight's a pretty solid one, actually. I don't think that's too big of a gamble. I just think that it's crazy that he was the number 10 pick.
All right, man. But my gamble here, since it's going year to year, and this guy's currently out with an injury, I'm going CM Punk.
Ah, God damn it! That was my fucking gamble. I was going to take Punk at 12. Damn it. God damn it. God, fuck, that actually really upsets me. Because
I could see them making Punk next year's Royal Rumble winner.
Yeah. Fuck, and that's a lot of points. That's a lot of points.
It is.
That's 15 points. And even if they put the Rumble on last, that's a lot of points.
That's a main event, brother.
That's a huge amount of points.
If something happens between now and then where they make this Rumble for the title, one of the titles, that's even more points.
I won't do that, but I mean, that's just kind of fantasy booking there, brother.
Hey, it's the fantasy league, brother.
Yeah, it is. It do be that.
You have 2 left.
I know. Yeah, tag teams are now officially off the table. They cannot be drafted. My number 11 pick is Roxanne Perez.
Really?
Yep.
Not bad.
Yeah, that's a good one. I was thinking about going with somebody else. I'll tell you who I was thinking about. But I'm going to... And I'll tell you my thought process about why I almost went with somebody else. But I feel like this is a safer bet to take a champion. All right, so here we are, guys. Before we get into the final final pick, that number 12 pick. Let's recap. Let's recap a little bit here. Michael Madrox got the first pick. He chose the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes as WWE champion. Number 2, he took the World Heavyweight Champion Damian Priest. Number 3, main event Jey Uso. Number 4, he took Jade Cargill. Number 5, the United States Champion Logan Paul. Number 6, Bianca Belair. Number 7, Delingala Gunta. Number 6, Sheamus. Number 9, which is the most shocking pick of this entire draft, he took Uncle Howdy. Number 10, Dominic Mysterio. And number 11, CM Punk. Now, here's something I want to tell you.
Yes.
Because I just figured you out.
You figured me out.
Yes.
How's that?
Because you're going to try to pull some shit with Uncle Howdy. You're going to try to say that whenever a cryptic message comes up, that counts as an appearance. No.
No, that does not.
We're putting that rule. Uncle Howdy
In living form.
has to be in living form in the arena
Yes.
for you to start earning points on him. An appearance on a pay-per-view is not a video package. Because then you could just be like, oh, Jade Cargill was in that highlight video, so there's her appearance.
No,
or
highlight
something.
videos do not
No,
count.
it's got to be, he's got to be in person in the arena. And we're not going to be doing any of the cryptid, oh, that's obviously Uncle Howdy, because no, we don't know that for sure.
Yes.
But I'll tell you what I was thinking about doing is being like, hey, we would just backload those points to you. But no, I'm not doing that because no, it has to be, because I know that's what you were probably thinking.
No, that was not at all.
Okay.
I just knew that he's coming back and they're going to strap a rocket on him.
Well, we'll see. So what's Dickie Wabash's team looking like here, bruv? Well, Dickie Wabash took his number 1 pick as Mommy, Rhea Ripley, the Women's World Champion. Number 2, Drew McIntyre. Number 3, the the Intercontinental Champion, Sami Zayn. Number 4, the Women's Champion, Bayley. Number 5, Randy Orton. Number 6, Finn Balor. Number 7 and 8, I took A-Town Down Under, so Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. Number 9, Ilya Dragunov, the NXT Champion. Number 10, L.A. Knight.
Yeah.
And then at number 11, I took Roxanne Perez, your NXT Women's Champion. So now we are at the final pick of the 2024 MadBash Wrestling. What's in MadBash Wrestling? Just the Spot Show Podcast Premium Live Event Draft. This is awesome. This is going to be something really fun to follow throughout the year. I think that
What's the winner get out of this?
just bragging rights, pretty much.
You don't want to put anything on the line?
Nah, I don't.
You don't
really
want to put
think-
anything on the line?
I don't know what we would put on the line.
Hair
If-
versus hair. Let's do it.
No, not doing that. Yeah. So I think this is going to be a tradition that will continue for sure. You know?
Absolutely.
I think this will be a lot of fun. But hit
I
me
got a
with
question for you, bro.
it. Yep.
You remember high school?
Yeah, a lot actually.
What was your least favorite subject? Was it math?
Yeah, probably math. I was not
Math
great
is
at
hard.
math. Math is hard. Oh no.
Unless you have an uncle that's very good at math. And he's got that 66. And
Braun
Braun Breaker, baby.
Sorry to take your thunder.
you took my thunder,
I
man.
know, but yeah, I knew right away.
One half of the
Okay.
NXT Tag Team
Yep,
Champions,
so there
baby.
you're getting some championship points there too. God damn, dude. Okay. His name's spelled with 2 R's, right?
Yeah.
At the end. B-R-O, it's B-R-O-N-N, right?
Yep.
DuBron? Okay.
I believe so. I don't know. I'm not the smartest. I learned Snyder math.
Now, I could be a little cheeky brother here and take Corbin, but I'm not going to. I've officially taken everyone, like everybody I had on my list is gone now, whether it be you took them or I took them.
Oh, same here, man.
So here's why the now that you officially can't pick, this is why the Roxanne Perez gamble was a little bit rough for me, because I was like, you know, I've got Rhea, I've got Bayley, and then now I've got Roxanne. they're all the champions.
Yes.
Whereas you've got Jade, Bianca, the only two women that you have. So I was thinking, I was like, man, do I want to take another? Coming in at number 12.
I saw that spark in your eye. You just scrolled through somebody on that roster page, didn't you?
No, I actually didn't. It just dawned on me. And I was like, yeah, this is what I want to go with. Coming in at number 12 on the dick. Because I have two in mind. And I don't know
Maybe you
which
should flip a coin.
one I want to go with. Yeah. Number 12.
He just flipped a coin, ladies and gentlemen.
I did. Number 12. And this is a gamble, but I'm doing it. It's Tiffy time.
Oh.
Tiffany Stratton.
That's a good one, actually.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that it is too. I think that that's one that you can really see some bright things coming for her. It was between her and Liv Morgan.
I wouldn't have picked Liv.
Yeah. Yeah.
Liv is too wishy-washy with creative to invest anything in.
Yeah, there's never been really any consistent with Liv Morgan. So, all right. Rapid fire now. We're going to do 5 AEW people. No, I'm joking.
Seriously?
I'm joking.
House of Black.
Yeah, all three of them. That's all three. And then two more. Yeah, man, that's it. I'm looking at this, and I think there's a few weak spots in your team. I think there's a few weak spots in my team, but I think for the most part, I think that we've got some pretty, this is going to get interesting.
I think my weakest ones are going to be Uncle Howdy and Sheamus.
Yeah.
Because they're coming out and you don't know what to expect with them.
I'm honestly going to tell you your weakest might be Dominic Mysterio.
Really?
Yeah. How funny is it that every member of the Judgment Day got drafted except for JD McDonough?
That's fine. I mean,
man, Miz and
JD.
Truth didn't get drafted. Let's see who didn't get. I mean, AJ didn't get drafted.
AJ's talking about retiring.
That's why I didn't want to go with him.
Man.
That's why I didn't want to go with him. But hey, here's the great thing about it, though.
We got free agency.
6 months. We get free agents. And then, like I said, hopefully.
Do we get a trade?
Hopefully we do not get any injuries, knock wood, but you will be able to drop for free agents. That's a good question, actually. How do you feel about it?
I think the fans decide.
Yeah. Let us know. Do you think we should be able to trade? I personally don't see anyone that I would want to trade, though.
Well, it's still, 1 day into the season.
Yeah. We haven't even really officially begun the season yet. But, okay, we're going to run down it again real quick just so that for those of you keeping tabs at home. Michael Madrox got the first pick. He chose the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. Number 2, he took the World Heavyweight Champion Damian Priest. Number 3, Jey Uso. 3, Jey Uso. 4, Jade Cargill. 5, Logan Paul. 6, Bianca Belair. 7, Gunta. Number 8, he took Sheamus. Number 9, he took Uncle Howdy. 10, Dominic Mysterio. 11, Pepsi Phil. And 12, Braun Breaker, which I think is a really good pick. Number 1 for Dickie Wabash. Number 1 for Dickie Wabash. We've got Mommy. We've got Rhea Ripley, the women's world champion. Number 2, we've got Drew McIntyre. We've got DM Hunk. Number 3, we've got Sami Zayn. Number 4, Bayley, women's champion. 5, Randall Keith Orton. 6, we've got Prince Devitt, Finn Balor, the Demon, the Prince, the everything that he calls himself. What is it? He says, the business, or I don't watch the business watches me. Do I get bonus points if he appears as the Demon?
No.
Number 7 and 8, I used my 2 picks. I took A-Town Down. I took Theory and Waller. Number 9, the NXT champion, Ilya Dragunov. At number 10, I took L.A. Knight.
Yeah.
Number 11, I've got the NXT women's champion, Roxanne Perez. And then at number 12, I've got Tiffany Stratton. which
Could be good.
I never would have guessed that I would have. It would have been Tiffy time on Team Wabash here, but yeah, brother,
There's a lot of things to take in when you're fantasy drafting for points like this.
because we're going a whole year.
Yes.
Randy Orton is a gamble.
Randy's a big gamble. Finn Balor is a gamble.
Yeah, especially with them not really. I mean,
technically, it's after Mania seasons when most of the top guys take their time off for injury. So
there's no. Yeah,
we'll see what happens.
I mean, Seth didn't get drafted because of injuries. Becky didn't get drafted because I'm pretty sure she's hurt too. You know, and then look at who else we didn't take. Like we could have, like Lashley didn't get drafted. Karrion Kross, fucking
Jimmy
Uso, fucking Solo, Roman Reigns,
John Cena.
Well, that would have been one of where it's like, look, if Cena shows up, you get 25 points or something like that.
50.
Yeah, you get 50 points.
And no one I like that's when Cena would make his comeback for like a year stint.
Yeah. Kevin Owens didn't get drafted.
Oh.
Yeah, I was going to take Kevin Owens, but then I wanted to get another women's wrestler on there. Yeah, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking this is going to be an interesting year. This is going to be a good little through line to go through because like I said, I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose the predictions.
The winner has to eat cake.
That's okay. Like what?
Just trying to throw out the old Bam Margera like stipulations, like the loser has to eat a bowl of cereal.
Oh,
Since
like just
we can't
something
do,
simple.
like something like to hurt each other because we like each other.
So what
too
does
much.
the winner get? A hug. Like that was one of them. So not that we're doing this, but if you had to re-pick one person, who do you think you would get rid of in favor of, like, say that I wouldn't have fucked you over, like, who is someone on my list for sure that you were like, I'm taking them?
I mean, honestly, Drew McIntyre.
Mine's Jade Cargill. I didn't expect her to go that early. I was going to try to get her.
That's why I put her on top of my list.
Yeah, I was going to try to get her like 9 or 10.
I may have spent my early morning and early afternoon watching old drafts just to see the strategic strategies of placement.
The strategic strategies of Michael Madrox. Yeah, man. I think that one that you're really going to have to shot yourself in the foot. I think the Logan Paul one's going to be a rough ski one. I also think the biggest one, though, your biggest fucking gamble, Uncle Howdy. But can I give you full disclosure?
Yes.
I was probably going to take Uncle Howdy at 12. My plan was to do a shocker at number 12 and do either Punk or Uncle Howdy.
That's why I had to put him like right after the middleman.
Yeah. Man, this is going to shape up really well. Now watch, all these champions are going to lose their titles, probably to people that the other person drafted.
I mean, we just came out of the era of the longest reigning champions. So, like, are we going back to the transitional storybook champions?
Hard to say. Well, that's going to do it, guys. Hey, write us on Facebook. Let us know who you think has got the best team. We are going to be posting these teams for you guys to see so that we can watch along or study along at home. We're also going to be doing a thing here. We're going to have to get someone to be a fact checker just in case that we accidentally like miss point or whatever. Probably the way we'll do it. This is behind the scenes shit nobody cares about. Probably I'll have you add up the points. I add up the points. I'll like for both of us. Then we'll see where there's a mess up and then we'll try to figure it all out. Yeah. But yeah. This is going to be a lot of fun. Like I said, Facebook.com, MadBash Studios. You're going to be seeing this. But, I mean, for the most part, you're going to be seeing this a lot more frequently. I mean, if you want to get those early announcements, Patreon.com/MadBash Studios. That's where you can find us getting ready to roll into Paid Ski. That's paid show for those of you that don't know. $5. You're going to be able to hear us talk a little shit. I don't even know what we're going to be talking about on paid show today. I have nothing in mind. I have literally nothing in mind. I don't know why. I don't know why I turned into Trump. I just did, but this is what we're doing.
It's going to turn into politics and karaoke real
we're just
quick.
So who are you voting for? That's just shit like, no.
George Clooney.
No, we will never. I will never.
He had the bat nipples.
He did. I will never, ever talk about politics or anything in front of a microphone because it just does nothing. Because you're immediately segregating half your audience every time. Every time.
Every time.
So, all right, guys. We'll for those of you on the Patreon, we'll see you on Paid Ski.